Let's put on this analyst hat. 135-pound matchup, former champion versus a guy that I think we all kind of thought Cory Sandhagen would be in title contention at some point. Kind of crazy how he's not now. You close your eyes and think about this fight. What do you see?
It's just crazy to think that Cory Sandhagen has not had a belt wrapped around his waist yet. I still think it's in his future, but Cory Sandhagen is, to me, the most well-rounded guy in the 135-pound division. He's just ran into people that specialize in certain areas. You know, you look at Peter Yan, he took that fight on short notice. Peter Yan's a specialist when it comes to the striking. I think Cory having a longer notice, maybe that's a different fight. Runs into Umar Nurmagomedov. I just watched that fight yesterday, and I feel like Umar just won. I feel like, as a whole, Cory won the Umar fight, but Umar won the moments at the end of the round. And that's the name of the game. Umar won that fight fair and square. But I feel like as a whole, Cory fought a better fight. And you're running into a guy in Deiveson Figueiredo who's much more stationary. Deiveson does his best work when he throws with volume. But I feel like now that he's at 135 pounds, part of me feels like he tries to be a little more economical and doesn't throw with as much volume. He kind of looks for the big shot. But in this fight with Cory Sandhagen, you are not going to be able to sit back and wait for the big shot. You are going to have to throw with volume. You are going to have to get Cory on his heels to find your opportunities to land your shots. And I feel like the big X factor in this fight is going to be, will Deiveson wrestle? Because since he spent time at Henry Cejudo's camp, now he's with the Pitbull brothers, his wrestling has vastly improved. We saw that in the Marlon Vera fight. We saw that in the Cody Garbrandt fight. And Cody Garbrandt does not get as much credit as he should for how good of a wrestler he is. And so for Deiveson to out-wrestle Cody, to me, is a huge feather in his cap. So I think that it's going to be best for Deiveson to get Cory off of his game by trying to mix in the wrestling, not just to get the fight to the floor, but to set up the striking. Cory's so defensively responsible with his hands. He's hand checking. Defensively, he's always keeping his hands up. He's rolling with his punches. You're going to have to disrupt his hands if you're going to want to land those power strikes. And so in order to do that, you're going to need wrestling to pull the hands down.